And welcome back. This is a very special series, a mini-series on Geek Out. Normally we have, really cool people in here. Not saying you guys aren't cool.
Wow.
Great start.
Right? To have interviews about things that you love or love to hate. But for our yearly anniversary, Geek Out, I believe, turns 3.
Wow. Happy birthday.
Oh.
Yep. Where this month we're going to be featuring another TTRPG or tabletop role-playing game, Monster of the Week. Quite a departure from Dungeons and Dragons, which is one of the most famous TTRPGs. Monster of the Week generally takes place in modern times and is based on those TV shows that everyone knows and loves that feature kind of
Monster of the Week.
a Monster of the Week, right?
Yeah,
There's a group of people,
name or
generally called hunters,
Yeah.
that episodically every week have some kind of monster or ghost or alien or something that they're hunting, and they manage to confront and take down every week. Of course, there's an overarching plot for, say, a season, but generally pretty episodic. What's everybody's favorite MotW show?
Scooby-Doo. OG.
Yes, that is so
That
OG.
show raised me.
Yes, absolutely.
It's gotta be X-Files for me. Honestly, maybe problematic opinion, but the overarching story in X-Files is really nothing compared to the Monster of the Week episodes. I think the Monster of the Week episodes are the reason to watch X-Files.
I don't know that that's like an unpopular opinion. I think
It
that
may not be. It may not be.
I think that's a great.
general consensus.
Yeah, I did also have the hugest crush on both main characters.
Oh yeah, I mean they're hot. The chemistry is just
Undeniable.
everything.
How about you, Joey?
I think X-Files too.
X-Files too?
Yeah.
Okay, mine is absolutely Supernatural.
What's new? Scooby-Doo.
Tumblr moment.
Yeah.
So
Here we go.
perhaps you'll recognize certain elements of this game
I can't wait.
if you've watched Supernatural. Let's actually just jump right into it.
The MotW or Monster of the Week trope that I'm playing with is the person who has magical powers, but they probably come at a cost, or like from a curse or a bad connection. Maybe they don't really want them. Maybe they don't know why they have them, but for whatever reason, they're sort of they have an unsavory source for their powers. And the character that I've picked who has these unsavory powers, usually I play them as like a high schooler or like an 18-year-old or something like that. That's like
Angsty.
totally jaded, but for my own fun, I've picked somebody she's totally jaded and rich and the bully at the school. She's the bully that you wish peaked in high school, but she actually just got better.
And that really, really sucks.
Yeah. I was thinking, if you're trying to think of a personality, maybe
Regina
something
George.
No, Regina George is too girly.
Okay.
But like maybe something more like Mira, but meaner.
Oh, Mira
From
K-pop
Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like actively mean to everybody.
Perfect. So what's the playbook called?
So the playbook that matches this is called The Spooky.
Excellent.
And that's what I'll be playing this
Yeah.
time.
Pacifica?
Pacifica Muldoon.
Muldoon. Oh, I
I
love
want you to
this
pick,
name.
like, think about what's like the
Old
most
money.
the old money and like the most 1% name. Like we named our daughter after the ocean.
Good lord.
Muldoon with the umlaut.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
The umlaut.
Yeah.
Going into this, obviously blind and no idea what to
Don't worry,
base it on.
we're going to hold everybody's hand.
I mainly just wanted to be Black Mage from Final Fantasy, the classic Black Mage where you can't see the face, it's just eyes and the hat. But learning that it was modern day, I thought, well, I could probably bring it into the very modern day, considering current events. So my character is the spell slinger. And I want to preserve like the look, like I'm still a freaky looking critter.
Oh my God.
And you can't tell if I'm male or female just
Love.
because I'm too cloaked in whatever it is. I'm weird and I'm an Etsy witch.
Oh, love that. Yes.
And I've recently come upon some strangely successful magic doing in my life as an Etsy witch. And I'm pretty misanthropic. There's something wrong with me, but nobody really knows what.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the classic memed upon non-binary name, Sock.
Sick.
Wait, SOCK.
Yes.
Okay.
Sock.
Love
you
it.
know, have you guys seen the meme where it's like my non-binary roommate sock won't wash their dishes because it's ableist? Yeah,
No,
that's me.
I haven't, but I do love it.
Pronouns then.
It.
She, her.
She, her. You really? Would you prefer it?
Yeah, that thing.
Don't worry, I will use it, but it's because
it's-
she's going to be trying to bully you.
Okay. Okay.
I'm leaning into that.
Okay.
Good. Oh,
Joey.
ooh.
Joey, who you got for us?
I don't know who the trope is in terms of like TV characters, but my character under this game is the Flake, which is apparently someone who sees pattern where there is none. Always.
It's that meme of conspiracy guy.
Yeah.
With like the
Like a
board.
tinfoil hat.
yeah,
guy.
like-
Yeah.
QAnon.
The conspiracy theorist who was unfortunately right
Yeah.
is your role in the Monster of the Week thing, where everyone's like, you're crazy. But then actually you're right, though, at least about something.
So I'm gonna have to be someone who's extra twitchy and always seeing patterns where there might not be one,
Okay.
but there could be. So his name is Finn McFlurry.
McFlurry.
And since we
Yes.
joked about how the Flake, I was a Flake socially, so I thought the Flake is a good character. And then Amanda mentioned something was a you about the Irish goodbye, and I thought,
Oh, yes.
why not
Yeah.
make this character Irish? So he is a descendant of the Irish Revolutionary Army. His grandpa was in the IRA, and
okay.
he
Oh
moved
my
to the
God.
States. That's why he's
That's
always
fun.
so jumpy because he thinks everyone's out to get him.
Oh, he's totally a product of his family then.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And
Generational trauma.
and so I don't know if this works into his gear, but he could be really good at making like IDEs, like explosive devices, and he
Okay,
has like
okay.
a bar stool as a shillelagh to use as a melee weapon if that
All right.
works.
Okay.
into
Okay.
the
Well, we'll talk about this
character.
as we build our characters.
Cool.
So
So
we
that's
have
what
the Flake, the spooky, and
Spell splinger. Spell slinger.
Spells,
the spell slinger.
Sock.
The spell slinger.
And sock.
And sock. So Pacifica, sock, and
Finn,
Finn. McFlurry, like
Gotta write
the,
that
McFlurry,
down.
yeah.
like the McDonald's ice cream.
like yeah, like
Yes.
Irish American. That's what.
Okay, so the hunter agenda is general rules that any hunter can do, and it's actually pretty straightforward in comparison to our previously played Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons itself is actually quite crunchy of a game. Monster of the Week is much more freeform, which does kind of throw people off who are used to a more guided TTRPG. But as a hunter, you can. When it is time to do a move, it could be any situation. You can just say to me, the keeper, it's called the keeper and not the dungeon master in this game, what you would prefer to do. And after describing that, we'll determine which you roll. Cool, tough, charm, sharp, or weird. Cool is how calm and collected one is. However many points you choose to assign to that is added to the die roll for the act under pressure or help out basic moves. Tough is how strong and mean you are in a fight. And generally, that bonus is added to your die roll if you choose to kick some butt and or protect someone else. Basic moves. They're pretty self-explanatory. these names. Charm is how pleasant and persuasive you can be. That bonus is added to your die roll for the manipulate someone basic move.
Although manipulate someone can also just be trying to get someone to believe you about something.
Okay.
Yes. Sharp is how observant you are. That bonus is added to the die roll for the investigate a mystery or read a bad situation.
The difference between investigate a mystery and read a bad situation is actually just what situation you're in. For example, if you've gone to a crime scene after the crime has taken place, you would investigate a mystery. But if you are at the bank and a crime starts taking place while you're there, you read a bad situation. And that's because it flavors the kind of information you'll get. So they're both investigative roles, but depending on what situation you're in, you can only do one of those.
And lastly, we have weird, which is how attuned to the supernatural you are. Now this one, this bonus is added to your die roll for the use magic basic move.
Any character can use magic, but characters who have a playbook specifically towards that will be much better at it. Because there are other weird moves that let you, like, for example, sense if there's something supernatural or find a pattern in something. So anyone can do it, but you probably won't be very good at it
Which brings us to the dice, my favorite part.
Where are these dice from, Michelle?
Yes.
A little plug.
So everyone here is playing with phoenixdice.com dice.
Wow.
They are there are many, and they are shiny and pretty. For Dungeons and Dragons, one generally obtains a 7-piece poly set, and what that means is there are 7 different dice that are going to be performing different roles in Dungeons and Dragons. But in Monster of the Week, you really play with D6s, and D6s are 6-sided dice, and they can be found generally everywhere. Your most common die. Generally, you roll 2. If you roll a 10 plus using 2 die, that means you succeed at what you're doing.
This does include the value of your charm, sharp, cool, tough, or weird.
So if you have a bonus of say +2 and you roll an 8, that's 10 plus.
Okay.
If you roll 7 to 9, that means you succeed, but there's a consequence. Something happens that's maybe not so good.
It's a mixed success.
Mixed success. 6 or under means that you fail and make things worse. But whenever you fail, you get to mark experience. There is a little row of boxes that is labeled experience on your player sheet there.
Everyone has 5.
Everyone has 5.
For experience, that's the same.
Thank you. If you've marked all 5 boxes of experience, something happens.
That's the way that you level up in Monster of the Week.
Okay.
So once you fill all of your experience boxes, or basically once you fail 5 times, then you clear your experience and you get to pick a new move from the improvements page of your sheet. So this
You
game
learn
is
from
built-
your mistakes,
yeah,
basically.
This game is built pretty circularly, so even when you fail, it eventually leads up to you getting something in return.
Nice. Level up. Next, we have gear. If we're looking at your gear, everybody, your playbook will give you some starting gear, like a weapon. If you need extra or specific gear, you can possibly negotiate with me about it. So every weapon has at least a harm tag and a range tag. If you look at them, for example, I love this example, power drill.
Oh, God.
Power drill?
Not us.
I'm
someone else.
looking at it on my example sheet. I love
I
this
see, I
example. Power drill is a 2 harm, hand, loud, messy. 2 harm is how much damage the weapon will do. Hand is in Dungeons and Dragons will be like melee. It is only effective within arm's reach. Loud means it draws attention, obviously, and messy means it's going to spread a lot of blood and go around. So let's focus on harm. You can take 7 harm, and then you're dead.
Oh, really? Where does
For
it say
player
that?
characters.
If you take a
Oh,
look
right
at
here. Oh,
yes,
okay,
if you
okay,
take a
okay.
look at your sheet, you have like a harm area, a harm bar. Armor can help reduce this said harm by 1 or 2, depending on what kind of armor that is. Injuries of 1 to 3 harm will clear up once you get some rest or first aid.
Okay.
Once you have suffered 4 or more harm, your injuries then becomes what's called unstable. That means that they will get worse unless they are properly treated, like you are actively seeping blood.
And
Okay.
Michelle can use that against
like
us.
Okay. So the keeper can come up with all kinds of
Yeah, for
ways
example,
to-
I will say, oh, Joey, it's time to mark off another harm
Because I bled too
because
much
you
or
are
something?
actively internally bleeding.
Oh God. Okay. Got it.
So that's 4 or higher. Let's see. Oh, so what counts as treatment depends on the wound, but it'll usually be one of the following. A hunter can use a healing move. Time, you can spend time in an infirmary in someone's haven. You can visit a doctor or emergency room in the location where you are, or a magic spell.
Use magic has an option to try to heal harm.
Yes.
Although use magic also can cause glitches, so there is a possibility you could make it worse by accident.
So out of the 3 of us, who has like healing?
All of us can
Abilities.
use magic.
Okay. Okay.
But again, remember,
Instead of putting
could
your finger
backfire.
back, it could not be a finger.
well, I guess this would be Michelle can choose whether or not to put this in. But if you look at the hunter sheet for magic, since this seems like this might be our only option for healing, or the reference sheet, when you use magic, it tells you at the very top what the successes can do. And this is important for every single roll, but potentially especially for magic because the consequences are much more vast. So if you succeed, your magic works without any issue, and you can choose any of the effects you want. On a mixed success, it works imperfectly, and you get to choose what you want it to do, but you also have to choose a glitch from down below, or a way in which the magic also hurts you. And one of those options is that it does 1 harm.
Oh, I see.
Right? So if you were to try to heal 1 harm, you wouldn't want to choose that. If you fail for magic, it just doesn't happen. You just kind of like, you try and it like, it sucks, but something bad in general does happen. So anyone can use magic, but it may not be as helpful as you want if you're not good at it. Also, this is a story game, so you can also just say, like I want to go to the doctor, if we have the time to do that, or to
Let
try
my
to
mommy.
do first aid on someone.
Yeah. That it does exist in modern day, and there are hospitals. Fortunately, your hunter can avoid harm and missteps by making use of luck, which is another element on your player sheet there. So, for example, if you need to get out of a tight spot, you can mark off a luck box and avoid the harm you are about to take, or retroactively change a roll to 12, one or the other. You only have so many luck boxes, and it generally does not refill, so you make those count. When you run out of luck, you are what we call doomed, which means fate is about to kick your butt, and your hunter story is approaching its end.
Means Michelle can start making worse and worse moves towards you specifically.
If you imagine, the main characters in these TV shows are strangely lucky. They have actually a good amount of luck, and cool stuff happens. And then imagine if they were not to have any.
I should also say some characters have a special reaction to losing luck, such as mine, since my magic comes from an unsavory source. As I mark off luck boxes, Michelle is able to compel me to do what are called my dark side tags more, because the dark power is getting more control over the spooky. So some playbooks have things like that are tied to your luck, and some things don't.
Did you two have a close chamber discussion about how
Of course,
to-
always.
No, not
Because the
wait.
last time, I remember, Amanda also had some sort of...
If listeners might remember, in our previous game,
I did nothing wrong.
You did nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. I did speak to Amanda beforehand, being the other experienced Dungeons and Dragons player, about betraying the team.
Yeah, she had
And-
some backstabbing dispositions.
Some
And
of us
I
are just
can
really
assure you-
stabbable, I would say.
I can assure you there will be no betrayal by a team member in this game.
Oh,
No
Or
betrayal.
will there be?
by a team
But-
member. By a team member.
Come on now.
Alrighty, so that's pretty much the gist of it. We do need to touch on how you guys wound up in a mystery van together.
And we go around a circle and we
Yep.
choose how we know each other using one of these character specific meet cutes.
Meet cute. And I love
Probably
it.
not
They are
meet
meet
cutes.
cutes.
Mine are not really cute. Mine are
okay.
pretty bad. A little bit of regret.
Well, since you've touched on the fact that they're maybe not meet cute, please explain.
I'll start by saying, Joey, I know you because you saw me use my powers for selfish or vindictive reasons. And I want you to tell me who the victim was.
Can I ask where you're from?
She's a 19-year-old from the Pacific Northwest who looks punk, but it is totally performative because everything she wears is designer brand. There are literal, like...
She's doing it for the gram.
And you're the
Yeah.
quote-unquote bully.
She is a bully.
You are
I
a
will
bully.
be bullying people during this game. She's 19 now.
warned.
She's graduated school, but she's taking a year off because she's rich, so she can.
Okay.
Gap year.
Yeah.
Okay.
To travel the world.
Well, let's say you use your power against a college roommate, younger.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
like college.
Okay.
Say I'm 18.
Right,
Okay, so you're 19. You did not go to college, but you like to hang around campuses.
I
Do you?
just saw your college roommate and I used my powers for selfish reasons.
Was
I
he
think-
cute?
No, my powers aren't about that. I guess I should also say this. Maybe we should say really quickly what our moves do.
Okay.
The moves that we pick, because that will help
Oh,
this.
good.
Okay. Okay.
So the moves that I picked for my character are Hex, which gives me special options for use magic, where they're all hurtful. One, they include giving someone a disease, hurting them immediately, and breaking something precious or important. I also have the sight, so I can see the invisible spirits and things with magical influence, and that it gives me an opportunity to like bargain with ghosts or things that can't be seen with normal eyes. And I have another special magic move called Jinx, which it gives me the ability to interfere with somebody, help somebody I like, hurt them because they suffer an accident like immediately, or they lose something and I find it.
Wow.
Like you lose your wallet, but then 2 minutes later, like I find it when I'm walking by, but it's magically influenced. So it's not like you wouldn't think I stole your wallet.
Okay. Okay.
So that's the kind, when I say like, that's the kind of magic that I have.
Just
Got it.
saying.
Got it.
Okay.
and,
okay.
and I'm a bully.
Okay. So
So
Pacifica
you are-
knows Finn through Finn's college roommate.
Who ran into her in a
Did he receive a
middle
disease?
of the street, bumped into her, and she decided to cast a hex or
Sure.
some sort of spell on him, I guess. My
Which
friend.
disease was it?
I go for usually explosive vomiting diseases.
Okay, so which doesn't help me because we're living.
You were
the same
living together,
dormitory,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
But you were like, that woman cursed you, and I saw it. And he's like, you're being weird. You're being really weird. You're being really weird. So now you look at your sheet, look at history, and pick one for how you know Hannah.
So Sock is a close relative
Oh, good.
of my other Socks.
That's what I was gonna go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's my cousin, but because Finn is pretty normal and well liked in school, and I'm more of a known freak, he tends to pretend he doesn't know me in polite society, which is fine. I don't talk much.
So what are the specific moves that you can do?
Yeah.
So I picked Suspicious Mind
Okay.
because my character likes Elvis.
And what does that do
So
for
if
you?
it's someone lies to you, you know it immediately.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, that's how you knew that I cursed your friend.
Oh yeah, that's
You were
right.
like, you
Okay,
cursed
perfect.
him. And I was like, no, I didn't. And you were like, I know that's a lie.
And so
Bing.
Yeah.
yeah, okay, so that works. And Sneaky, which is when you attack from an ambush or from behind, you inflict +2 charm. And the last one is, I'm still looking through this because this is a big paragraph, but it's
Yeah.
net friends. You know people on the internet.
Oh, so does that help you gather information?
When you contact a net friend to help you with a mystery, roll plus charm on a 10+. They're available and able to help you and can fix things, break a code, hack a computer, or get you some special information.
Get in the Discord chat.
That's so fun. Okay, so it helps you gather resources and information.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Cool, yeah.
Okay.
What are Sock's moves?
Sock's moves are Fire Blast and Fireball. Let's keep it simple.
Hell of a Sock.
Wow.
Wait. Oh.
And then over here.
Oh, my
Sock
my
has
other
special
special
magic
ones.
as well.
I picked could have been worse. When you miss a use magic roll, you can choose one of the following options. Instead of losing control, either it fizzles and my preparations and materials for the spell are ruined. I have to start over with double the prep time. Or the effect happens, but I trigger all of the listed glitches except one that I pick.
So you can control more of how it feels than
Yes.
like Joey or I can if we try to use magic.
Okay.
My other moves are Go Big or Go Home.
Yes.
When you must use magic as a requirement for big magic, I actually don't know what that is. I just like big
We
magic.
can get to that, yeah.
Take +1 ongoing to those use magic rolls. Okay. And the other one I picked is Not My Fault. +1 to act under pressure when you are dealing with the consequences of your own spellcasting. Because I'm going to be shooting fireballs. I'm going to be doing that.
And so now, Hannah, that you've said that, how do you and I know each other? And you get to pick one.
Well, I thought you were dead, but you're back. I could have sworn you perished, writhing in agony in that fiery explosion that had nothing to do with me. But here you are.
It's so weird. It's like there was something that protected me. It was even spookier than what you'd seen on the internet. Something weird.
Okay. To end our session 0 or our character creation episode, here is the hook that you can kind of think about. Pacifica, you receive a text from your cousin, who relationship may or may not be that great.
Ew.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Adelana. Some people will say Adelana. No.
Adelana.
Adelana.
Oh,
Adelana.
Muldoon,
Ugh. Yeah.
who says that, quote, this party is lit.
All right. We'll see about I text her back. We'll see about that. Oh my God, wait. Can I have tried to bring in freaks to the party? So I picked up these two, and that's why we're going. Because I want to crash her party.
The time is
Well, at least one of them.
approaching
that totally
Halloween.
works.
Yes.
Oh.
Naturally.
Naturally.
Yes.
All right. So we'll be back next week with our first mystery. Stay tuned. So, what will our newly forged adventurers find when they go hunting? Thanks for joining us for our Geek Out special anniversary feature on Monster of the Week.